Hey friends, you're watching BrainStormAcres. I'm Henry. Today I'm going to be finishing off running the electrical tape for this electric fence. Had to wait until now because we had so much smoke from the fire that's about, I guess, maybe 15 or 20 miles away, that it was just unhealthy out here. So I'll show you what I'm going to do and I'll get going. You know, I watch an awful lot of people make some mistakes when they start trying to unroll wire or electric tape or any number of different things. It's pretty simple. What I do is make a simple to use spool holder. In this case, I'm just using a couple of cinder blocks with a pipe to hold the spool. And now, when it's time to start unrolling, I just pull on the tape. Now what that does is it keeps the tape from twisting. Now if you just spool it off the spool without rolling it, you end up with bends and twists which can crimp this wire. And this electric fence is going to use some special insulators. This is specific to the electric tape kind of conductor. Now this tape has 5 or 6 aluminum wires in it, which is good because aluminum wire works really well. It has a low resistance, which means you don't lose a lot of power as you go a distance. Now this fence is kind of going in and out in relationship to the field fence that's just on the other side. That's because I want to have enough space for the deer to get confused. Deer don't do a really good job of judging distance because of the way their eyes are mounted on their head. This tape is strong. It doesn't have the same tensile strength as some of the other wire does, but it's pretty good because it has this poly tape that has the wire running through it. What I'm going to do for now is just tie a knot in the end of this wire. I'll make sure there's some slack in the tape so that when I have the tensioner ready to go on, there's room to feed it in. That's pretty easy. The tape is insulated from the posts, so that solar charger that we have should work just fine. Now, one trick when it comes to choosing a solar charger for electrifying a fence is you really need to know what kind of animal you're trying to keep in or out. In this case, we need to keep large animals, deer, out. So you need to have an adequate amount of electricity on the fence. The tape cut's pretty easy. These are some industrial shears. And I'm just going to make a loose knot in the end of this tape. Well, putting up this fence is actually pretty easy. The most work was in pounding in these stakes. There's a lot of rock here in this ground, and the stakes would hit a piece of the caliche, and then it was really hard going to get it through the caliche. Sometimes it pushed the fence post off of the direction I wanted it to be, and I had to pull it out and do it again. Well, I hope that gives you an idea about how this fence is going to work. Now, what happens here is there's a distance between this electrified tape and the field fence over there. Because of the way deer eyes are set on opposite sides of their head, they don't do a real good job of judging distance between one thing and another. Now, we've had animals jump this fence before. In fact, last fall we had a couple of bucks jumping it, and they were having a difficult time clearing this fence. So they landed a bit on top of it and they pushed the fence down in a few places. I can't really straighten that out because the fence is bent now and I need to retension that, which is a bunch of work. So the idea here is that this is both a visual barrier for deer, and once it's electrified, if they get in here and start sniffing around and poking around, they should get a little bit of a tingle from this fence. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this provided some information on why we're doing what we're doing, what we're relying on. We now have the flags up here, we have the field fence, and we have this electric fence. Now, will those flags keep deer from jumping? I don't think so. It's really kind of a distraction right now for the deer. It hopefully will confuse them for a while, in which case they'll have an opportunity to deal with the electric fence. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications, because we got a lot more stuff going on here. We'll talk with you later. Bye.